Update. Am I the asshole for not telling my boyfriend I won money 15 years ago? I've been repeatedly asked to give an update and here I am. So my sisters and brother-in-laws came over and I asked him to leave. He got very angry and argumentative. While he and I argued, my family packed up all his stuff and put it in his car. He didn't have much at mine as most of his furniture and other bigger items were already in storage. He couldn't believe I'd break up with him over such a little thing. As if he hadn't spent 3 days yelling and ranting at me. He finally left and is now staying at his parents' house. His parents called me to ask what happened. I explained the situation and they said it was for the best that we broke up. I didn't see him for a few days but he called and texted a whole bunch and it was just him flipping between being regretful of his behavior to raging at my audacity and stupidity. Then I got a call from Mike, one of his friends, and he asked me what happened because my ex-BF was telling people he broke up with me for being a cheater. Apparently he caught me sleeping with some random dude. I explained the situation to his friend and he laughed saying he was wondering when he'd bring up his money schemes. So we had a long chat and he told me how my ex had recently lost a lot of money in trading and that's what had him stressed and anxious. It's also what pushed him over the edge. Apparently he was angry with me for not taking the same risks he takes. He bitched to Mike about me being a risk-averse person. Mike told me to move on and to change my locks because my ex apparently had a history of being nasty when dumped. He was right because a few days after that ex broke into my house and took a shit on my kitchen counter. He was arrested while he was in the process of evacuating his bowels. I obviously changed the codes to my security system so he couldn't get in with the old codes and by the time he had broken in the back door, police were already on their way. He tried to tell the police that he was my boyfriend and lived in the house, but what resident breaks the back door of their house and bleeds over the entire hallway and then takes a shit on their own kitchen counter? He spent the night in jail and was bailed out the next day by his parents. They called to apologize and I told them to never contact me again. I am also in the process of getting a protection order. I have never dated crazy before and I am absolutely gobsmacked at his insanity.